She had just started her new job as a bodyguard. The next thing she knew, she was marrying the chairman, who was 50 years older than her. But the very next day, the chairman was found dead at home. And just like that, she became the legal heir to his massive fortune. When faced with the chairman's domineering children, her lawyer spoke up.
이변이 그랬잖아. 이제부터 너 그거 이거 저거 아니라고.
그럼 이거 저거 아니고 뭔데?
내가 이제부터 너희 엄마야?
On her second day of work, the chairman had suddenly proposed to her, but love had nothing to do with it. His real goal was to block his stepchildren from inheriting the company's assets. If Lisa became his wife, her share would outweigh everyone else's. That imbalance had already cost his biological daughter her life, and now he wanted history to repeat itself. By making Lisa the new heir, he would force his stepchildren to make their move. Lisa was nothing more than bait in his carefully laid trap. Faced with this twisted plan, she initially refused. But as she packed her things to leave, her mother called asking for money.
그럼 엄마한테 1,000만 원 해줄 수 있어?
Lisa returned in anger and agreed to marry him. Before the wedding, the chairman instructed his lawyer to draft a contract. It would take effect the day he died. According to the terms, 3 months after his passing, the board would elect a new leader. Lisa would be required to cast the deciding vote against Anna and Mason. That vote would destroy their chances of ever holding power in the company. Only if she carried this out would Lisa inherit the chairman's entire fortune. But there was one more condition. Lisa herself would have to end his life. The euthanasia would be recorded from start to finish, and if she failed to follow through, the lawyer would deliver the footage straight to the police. In other words, the moment she killed him, she would also lose her right to inherit. The next day, they walked into the registry office and became husband and wife. 3 months later, the board would convene. Until then, the lawyer arranged for Lisa to hide in a small, remote town. The only way in or out was by car, making it the perfect place to lay low. If Anna and Mason discovered there was a new heir, they would surely send killers after her. The location wasn't random either. It was where the chairman's favorite strawberries were grown. The young man who delivered them happened to be from that town. Not long after he left, the chairman collapsed in his private chamber. His illness had worsened. The doctor had once estimated he had 6 months left. Now he barely had 3. A nurse overheard the prognosis and secretly passed it along to Anna. She quickly contacted a reporter, pretending to ask about medical experts. In reality, she wanted the news of her father's impending death to leak. Meanwhile, the chairman, after a long night of suffering, made a decision. He would schedule his euthanasia for that very night. He no longer wished to endure the pain. The hospital director had everything ready. Lisa only needed to collect the medication. But right before the procedure, the chairman suddenly asked for a bowl of instant noodles. While Lisa went downstairs, he quietly switched on a recorder. Then he pulled out a gun. No one knew why he changed the plan at the last moment. His sudden death was not a blow to Anna and Mason. If anything, it gave them hope of inheriting sooner than expected. They were already daydreaming about their future power and wealth. But then the lawyer appeared with shocking news. The will had been amended. Under his guidance, they were led straight to Lisa. Anna marched toward her, determined to intimidate her into stepping aside. But what happened next was far beyond their imagination. Anna wasted no time. That same night, she called butler Choi. She offered him 1 billion won to keep Lisa locked up for a week. Choi immediately shared the plan with the driver, hoping they could work together. Unfortunately for them, a young maid overheard everything. She rushed to warn Lisa. Choi slipped drugs into her coffee. The driver prepared to strike from behind, but they had underestimated Lisa.